Shalom, YouTube. It's the Mad Kelp. I ain't dead. I'm back here. There we go. So I haven't made content in a while. Bunch of reasons for that. Maybe I'll get into it later. Maybe I won't. But I'm shamed by my brother, Crazy Canuck, into doing content again. So I guess we're going to be doing that. So I think the last time I talked to you guys, I had landed here in Oklahoma. Here's where we are. We're still in the camper. So built the roof, built the porch. That's what's going on here. Land has been purchased. We're clearing it little by slow, and I've got a cabin site. Cutting down trees when the weather permits. It's been Oklahoma, and as we say, Oklahoma is psychotic and off her meds. So you never know what you're going to get from one day to the next. It's been a long couple of months waiting for a bulldozer guy to show up because we're pushing in a pond. And that's sort of going to be the central feature for land, and that's been a struggle because apparently people in Oklahoma with heavy equipment don't really like money. They don't. They say they're going to show up, and then they don't show up, and then you never hear from them again. So we're on a third bulldozer guy, but this guy supposedly is going to show up. So yeah, I'll have to make some video of the land and show you guys what that looks like. It's pretty freaking beautiful. It's gorgeous. But it's been, it's been a struggle. John's already out there on the land. He's got his camper. He's got his camper out there. He's been out there for a few months. I get out when work and weather permit, and I'm old, and running chainsaws hurts, for 3 or 4 hours. But do what we got to do. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Just living life in Oklahoma, which is awesome and interesting and all of that fun stuff all at the same time. So you'll notice I'm not puffing on a cigar. I gave those up because it was interfering with my breathing, and I'm an old guy with asthma, so it's sort of contraindicated, so we gave up the cigars. That and trying to ruck smoking cigars doesn't work really well either. So I have been doing a lot of exercising. I've been doing exercising every day. Been doing a bunch of rucking with the Refuge Medical Ruckus that's coming up to support Caleb House. Sort of put that into high gear, so doing everything I can to get that up, and so walking with stuff, with packs and rifles and gear and all of that kind of fun stuff. I don't know. I haven't really felt like making content in a long time. Part of it is OPSEC. We've got stuff going on that the rest of the world doesn't really need to know about. Part of it is just haven't felt like it. So the world is coming to is doing all kinds of it's crazy stuff, which it's been doing for a long time, but it seems to be accelerating. My foot's on the prepper gas pedal. I hope your foot is on the prepper gas pedal too, because it seems to me that in not too long a period of time from now, things are going to get, as my buddy Jay Johns would say, sporty. We'll see what happens with that. Get your ass out of debt, because that's going to be a whole nother kettle of fish, and a borrower is a slave to the lender, as Proverbs would say. So what else is going on? In my word, every day, morning and night, reading my Shema and my Proverbs in the morning, reading 2 chapters of Torah and 2 chapters of the rest of the book in the evening every day, except for Shabbat. Shabbat doing Torah portion. Huge blessing to be able to do Torah portion with other believers, with tribe, with folks who believe the same way that I believe, and worship the same way I worship. And we do what's called a midrash, which means nobody preaches. We read out of the book and we talk about it and hash it, discuss it, and roll over it, and pick it apart, and try to find out how the best way to walk our walk in Torah bugs on a daily basis. Doing the feasts with tribe, which has been just an incredible blessing. Surrounded by people who do the same thing that we do, have the same belief system, have the same attitude on preparedness, have the same attitude on freedom, and leave me the fuck alone so I can do my shit. Spent a lot of Sundays helping other people, clearing land and cutting down trees and building chicken coops and all the stuff that people need help with, and that's part of the blessing of tribe. Is being able to go, somebody will make a call out and say, hey, you know what, I've got these trees on my property I need removed so I can put up pasture for sheep, and a bunch of guys show up with chainsaws and coffee and spend the day clearing land and being a blessing, and then we get to praise Yah and eat food and go home. So yeah, it's been awesome. One of the downsides is my back has been screwed up for a couple of months, but work through that. I have good days and bad days. It hurts all the time. Some days more than others, but none of that stops me. I get up and keep going, doing what I'm, do a lot of stretching. I have like a 10-minute stretching routine that I do at least once a day, usually more than that. What else is going on? Buying chainsaws, homesteading gear, upping my preparedness stuff. So we still we're waiting for the bulldozer guy to push in a pad so we can get a couple of C-can to get all of our stuff out of storage. That is a huge hassle of. I know that I have stuff. I would like to put my hands on stuff, but I can't put my hands on it because it's buried in the back of a storage unit. So that is frustrating. So once I finally get the cabin in, I'm going to have 3 of everything instead of 1 or 2 of everything, which from a preparedness point of view is great, but from a storage point of view is kind of a pain in the ass. I now own 3 rolling pins. There's no reason for me to own 3 rolling pins, but I have 3 rolling pins. I have more cast iron now than I know what to do with, because I had to buy cast iron to cook on because all of my cast iron is in storage. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Oh my God, Matt Kelt, I can't believe that your life is so hard. Yeah, no, my life is not hard. Or it's not any harder than I make it. It is as hard as I make it. I am blessed beyond measure. I'm blessed beyond the point that I thought that I could be blessed. If you guys go back and look at the videos from last year when we were trying to move, and the truck was blowing up and this was happening and that was happening, and this sucks, praise Yah. We have to go through that stuff. And whether that's the enemy beating the crap out of us, or whether that's Yah testing us, it is what it is. And we keep our faith, we keep reading Torah, we keep walking out our way, and we keep doing what the Father puts in front of us to do, and blessings on the backside. It's my life is the parable of the talents. I gave you this, kid. Let me see what you do with it. I'm not going to, and we're not going to get more if we don't do with the stuff that we've gotten. Which is why this camper has a porch and a roof and some new appliances, and it's like, this is a landing pad. I'm not living here. I'm not going to be staying here for the rest of my life. Another couple of months, and this will be available for the next set of people who are landing here. If you guys remember last year, I was I expanded the garden, doubled the size of the garden that I had, knowing that I was going to move, because Yah said, you're supposed to do that, kid. So I did it. I know that once we get on property, that I'll be able to build huge gardens. But in the meantime, I don't know if you guys can see that, we're doing a little garden in here. You know why? Because I'm supposed to. Because the Father said, hey kid, grow food. Aight. Do what I'm told. Being obedient. Obedience brings blessings. So yeah. So what I'll probably do is I'll start making some rucking videos and some land videos and some chainsawing videos and doing that kind of fun stuff, and let you guys back in on what's happening with the Mad Kelp and life here in Oklahoma in Tribe. It's probably not fair. I did a lot of whining and bitching last year and talking about what I wanted my life to be like, and here I am having a lot of what I want my life to be like, and I'm not sharing that with you. And I don't know if you guys deserve that or not, but yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll share that with you. Because, untold blessings, unimaginable blessings. And I have to remember that. I remember that I need to share the awesome stuff as well as the bad stuff. Hasn't really been any bad stuff, other than minor this and minor that, and tweaky backs and, minor stuff. And it's all minor stuff, yeah. But yeah, it's on my heart, and it's been on most of us who are in camp, most of us who are part of the tribe, most of the people that I know who are into preparedness have that feeling that it's time to put your foot on the gas as far as preparedness is. I'm living in this little tiny trailer, and I'm still bucketing food. And you would be amazed at all of the little cubby holes and corners and places that you could store buckets of food, cases of soup, cases of vegetables, canning meat, canning beef, canning chicken, finding a place to put cases of this and cases of that. You'd be amazed how much peanut butter you could store in a camper too. Peanut butter and some granola, and yeah. But doing that, aside from the 3 years of food that I have in buckets in storage, so. But the thought came, what if I can't get the storage? What if something happens, I can't get to my storage, which is in the big city, compared to here, the big city. So, what if I can't get it? I better have some food on hand to be able to eat. So, been doing a lot of that. Population density here is it's minimal. There are less than 50,000 people in the entire county. The town I came from in Pennsylvania was more than 50,000. The next little town over is less than 10,000 people. Less than 10,000 people. We have more cows than we have people, which is pretty friggin' awesome, you know. I love Oklahoma. I love the pace. I love the people. I love the fact that you go into the gas station to buy, to get something, and you wind up with a 5-minute conversation with the cashier because everybody's friendly. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. How are you doing today? Isn't it a beautiful day? And it's slower, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm enjoying slow. I'm enjoying kind. I'm enjoying, personable people. Not everybody's like that. There's assholes. There's assholes every place. But the culture here is different, and I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, it's fun stuff. But, anyway, I'm about talked out for right now. So, I hope that you guys are good. I hope that you're prepping. I hope that you're putting your foot on the gas. I'm hoping that you're in your word and that you're building that relationship with your Father, building that relationship with His Son, and walking in His way so that your name can be written in the book of life and you're not bird food. So, love you guys. Shalom. Go do something.